finally decided to host a party in our home, a celebration of our marriage, our friends, and the life we were building together. I wanted it to feel meaningful, a memory we would both hold on to. The house buzzed with laughter, music, and the steady murmur of conversation. Yet deep down, a quiet unease settled in my chest, a feeling I couldn't quite name. I noticed how my wife's eyes brightened the instant her ex walked through the door. I pushed the thought aside, telling myself I was imagining things. She had chosen me, after all. As the evening wore on, though, I saw how she drifted toward him, her laughter louder and her smile wider whenever he was near. My chest tightened, but I kept my composure. I didn't want to be the jealous husband, the one who ruined the night with suspicion. I kept repeating that it was harmless, just the past briefly resurfacing. Then the music shifted, and everything I had been avoided stood right in front of me, impossible to ignore. The DJ played a slow, sultry song, and without hesitation, my wife took her ex by the hand and led him to the dance floor. My heart stopped. Their bodies moved close, far closer than any innocent dance required. Her hands rested on his shoulders, his grip on her waist lingering far too long. I stood frozen, watching the woman I married put on a display for everyone in the room. Whispers rippled through the crowd, and suddenly it wasn't only me who noticed. I tried to stay calm, but anger burned beneath the surface. Guests traded uneasy glances, pretending not to stare while quietly absorbing the drama. My wife's eyes met mine across the room, and for a brief second I thought she would stop. Instead, she smiled and pressed herself even closer to him. It wasn't just betrayal, it was humiliation carried out openly, almost daring me to respond. When the song ended, she strolled over to me as if nothing had happened. I held back my rage, keeping my voice steady. "What was that?" I asked. Her eyes gleamed with arrogance as she shrugged it off. "It's just a dance," she said. "You're being dramatic." I clenched my jaw, forcing myself to breathe. That wasn't just a dance, and she knew it. Her response was sharp, cold, and final. "I don't owe you loyalty." Those 5 words cut deeper than anything else. I don't owe you loyalty. The air around us grew heavy, and even nearby guests fell silent, sensing the weight of what she had said. She didn't hesitate. She didn't apologize. She didn't try to explain. Instead, she looked at me as if I were foolish for expecting faithfulness, for believing marriage was built on loyalty. The wall seemed to close in. In that moment, every sacrifice I have made, every late night, every compromise, every dream I had set aside, rushed through my mind. And there she stood, dismissing it all with one sentence. I finally saw the truth. I had been clinging to a love only I respected. I was her safety net, not her equal. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I straightened, met her gaze, and said the only words that mattered. Then we're done. Her confident smirk slipped away. Gasps rippled through the room, but I didn't stay to see her response. I turned and walked out of the party, leaving her there to face the weight of her own decisions. My silence spoke louder than any argument ever could. Later that night, as I packed my bags, the reality of everything that had happened finally settled in. My phone lit up with messages from friends who had witnessed the scene. Some offered support, others shared their shock, but they all agreed on one thing. What she did was a public betrayal. She didn't even come home that night. Maybe she thought I would cool off, that I would forgive her like I had before. But this time was different. This time I saw the truth without excuses. Days later, she appeared at my door, her confidence completely gone. She begged, cried, and tried to explain, but I was finished listening. "You said it yourself," I reminded her. "You don't owe me loyalty, and now I don't owe you this marriage." I closed the door on her tears, feeling an unexpected mix of grief and relief. Walking away hurt deeply, but it was also the strongest thing I had ever done. For the first time, I chose myself over her disrespect